What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope you're having a great day so far. Franco. Franco. After watching this episode, why would you go along with Jordan's plan? Like, Jordan is being totally ridiculous. Here's the thing. Franco asked her for one thing: put a guard on Liz and the boys 24/7, at least until they catch the killer. At least. That's all he asked her to do. And you know what she said? No. This man just confessed to attempted murder and three other murders. He's going to Ferncliff as a patient, all for your plan. He got people thinking that he really committed these murders. All he asked you to do in return was put a cop on his wife and stepkids to protect them. That's all he asked you to do. And you tell him no. Who's writing this script? I really want to know. I want to meet the people who actually wrote the dialogue here. I want to meet them because I really want to know. Like, why did you write this? Like, what made you think to write such things? Like, why? That don't even make sense. He's putting his life on the line here. He got people thinking he regressed back to being a killer, all for your plan that more than likely won't work. And all he asked you to do was put a guard on his wife and stepchildren. That's all he asked you. It's a simple request. He didn't ask for the whole damn department to be on guard. He just one guard. One. You can't spare one cop as a favor. I mean, he's doing you the ultimate favor here. He could have pled not guilty and got out on bail, which he should have done. But he's doing you a solid here, and you can't do one for him. Something simple as putting a guard on his family. That's all he asked you to do. And you say no. I'm sorry, but when this is all said and done, I hope and I pray that when Scott finds out the little backdoor deal that he and Jordan made, that Franco and Jordan made, that he not only gets her fired, he sues the department and he sues her personally, because this is so, like I said yesterday, she violated so many constitutional rights, human rights, just everything. You violated every law possible with this little deal that you made, Franco. Like, she violated all the laws, the constitutional laws. You violated. You should be fired automatically. And who's to say this dumb plan is even going to work? Like, who's to say? What if something were to happen to Jordan? Say Jordan gets into an accident. She's comatose. Where does that leave Franco? Sitting in prison for crimes he didn't commit? Because at the end of the day, her and Franco are the only ones who know about this little backdoor deal. Nobody else knows. Not Liz, not Drew, not the DA, Scott. Nobody knows about this. They don't have anything in writing. So if something were to happen to her, he's stuck. He's in prison he's gonna go to prison or stay in Ferncliff the rest of his life. But no, I would need some type of document or and insurances that I'm gonna get out of here if anything were to happen. Some type of legal document that protects you. I'm sorry, but I would have to tell my lawyer about this deal. I mean, if I couldn't tell Liz, legally he should have been allowed to tell his attorney. Lawyer-client privilege. You know what I'm saying? So anything Scott would, anything Franco tells Scott, he's not legally able to tell anybody anyway. Attorney-client privilege. So why not allow him to tell his lawyer? See, this is what I'm talking about. She should be fired and sued. This is totally unacceptable and ridiculous. I'm pissed at Franco for even agreeing to such stupid things. Your father's a lawyer, for crying out loud. And you still gonna agree to this and not confer with your attorney? Are you insane? Must be crazy. Hell to the no. Luckily for him, Elizabeth is still on his side. Even though she was angry with him for pleading guilty, she's still on his side because she believes that in her heart, she knows that he has some ulterior motive for pleading guilty, but she know he didn't commit these crimes. Luckily for him. Um, and Drew doesn't believe it either. Double lucky for you, because at least you got people on the outside that are still willing to fight for you. Everybody else gonna leave you there to rot. Like, you have nobody else in that town that cares enough about you, or cares enough at all to even lift a finger to help you. So luckily for you, you got two people still that believe you. Luckily for you. Hopefully though, while he's enjoying his stay at Ferncliff, he finds Kevin and Ryan. I mean Kevin and luckily for him, he got people fighting for you, but hopefully he finds Kevin and Laura since he's at Ferncliff. I'm thinking that's why they sent him to Ferncliff, as a setup to find them. That's what I'm thinking that is for. You know what I'm saying? Because why automatically? I mean, I get it as a psych evaluation, but you could have sent him to Shady Brook for that. Where is Shady Brook, mind you? I have not seen Shady Brook in so long on this show. I think they mention it here and there, but we have not seen that set in God knows how long. I think the last time I remember seeing that set was 2011, I want to say, when Liz pretended to have a breakdown to keep Lucky. I think that's the last time I want to say I seen that set, was 2011. I miss Shady Brook. I remember the Cassadines, I think, were an investor in Shady Brook, of course. The Cassadines had money all over the place, in all type of pharmaceutical companies, hospitals, insane asylums. The Cassadines had money going through I was like, look, pays to be a billionaire. I'm just saying, like, they had money dripping everywhere. Shit, you talk about that Ric Flair drip. They had that drip going everywhere. They had money spread out. I miss my Helena. I miss her. Constance Towers need to come back to the show, because I need my fix of Helena Cassadine. It's been far too long since I've seen her. I think the last time we did see Helena, we saw a hallucination of her, I think in 2012. No, I was about to say 2012. 2017. I miss her though. I gotta have Helena. She was so classy, evil, and dignified. It was beautiful. You don't get many soap villains who could pull that off. Be devious, evil, classy, all at the same time. It's hard to find a villain like that, but she was class personified. Even right before about to slit your throat. I mean, this woman had on a bedazzled suit and jewelry, and she still picked up a gun and shot her own guard. Ain't that something? And did it without getting any blood on it.
New message is received from Terry.
Without getting any blood on her suit. I said, now that's what I'm talking about. We need more villains like Helena. Seriously. So, moving on from that. Cameron. Why won't Elizabeth backsmack this boy? I am tired of his disrespectful ass. Listen, don't get me wrong. I definitely understand where Cameron is coming from, but the way he speak to her, I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling it. This is day 2 days in a row. He done disrespected his mother. And he, on top of that, he kind of disrespected Drew too. Because Drew was letting him know, like, don't talk to your mother like that. He talking about, oh, I don't have to listen to you. You gonna listen to this belt in a minute. Like, you gonna listen to this ass whooping in a minute, because I'm about sick of this boy. Like, you got a right to feel the way you feel, even though you don't know the whole story and what's going on. Neither of them do. But you need to tone that attitude down. Tone it down. Tone it down, because I'm telling you, soon as he would have got out of pocket with me, soon as that, oh, I don't have to listen. As soon as he said that, right, you're going to meet these 5 fingers. I'm telling you. This little boy, people need to whoop their children. Speaking of whoopings, Josslyn. Okay, here's the thing. I'm actually shocked that Josslyn went to Carly and asked her, could her and Cameron and Oscar and I guess their friend Trina, could they all go to drive up to Niagara Falls? I'm actually shocked she asked permission. I'm shocked because I was expecting them to just go anyway without even talking to the parents. Because you already know Cameron wasn't going to ask Liz. You already know that. But Carly basically told her, like, she didn't, Cameron's not an experienced driver. Like, he only has a junior license. So shout out to some of y'all in the comments who was telling me what a junior license is. I mean, I really never heard of a junior license before. I've only heard of a driving permit. So thank you for letting me know what it was, because I never heard of it before. Just the driving permit. That's it. That's all I ever heard of. You get the driver's permit, you pass the test, then you get your license. That's how, you know what I mean? That's what I know. Um, so yeah, he has a junior license. He's not an experienced driver. Oscar has a brain tumor. He could have a seizure at any moment. So, she just wasn't comfortable letting her daughter go with her friends and take that long drive up there with the circumstances being what they are. So I commend Carly for that, because she was being an adult, being a parent, a responsible one. Because think about it, you think Kim would have okayed something like that? No, of course not. Kim would no. So Carly basically told her, her and Sonny could take the weekend off, and she and Sonny could take her and the kids maybe, and Oscar and all them, she can take them, which I felt was a compromise. That was a nice compromise. But of course, Josslyn want to get an attitude. See, that's like a typical teenager right there. Oh, you're being impossible. My mom's being impossible. Getting all snarky. You want to know why? Because that's some typical teenage shit right there. You're mad because you're not getting what you want right then and there. You're not getting what you want at that moment when you want it. You know what I'm saying? Carly didn't tell her no. She just simply said, give me a day or two. Sonny, we'll take you and your friends. We'll all go up there together. You know what I'm saying? That was fair. She didn't flat out tell you, no, you can't go, period. You know what I'm saying? She has no problem with y'all going. But she's not okay with an inexperienced driver, driving y'all to, Niagara Falls, which I'm sure is a pretty, lengthy trip. It's a pretty lengthy drive. So I totally get where she's coming from. What parent is going to okay that? You know what I'm saying? But of course, Josslyn, being a typical teenager, want to get a little attitude. See, if that was me, I would have just told her straight up, you get an attitude with me, you're not going, period. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. That's how my mother raised me. You know what I'm saying? Like, she'll tell you yeah about something, but you're not going to get it right that moment. But the moment you get an attitude, you're not getting it, period, now. You know what I'm saying? That's how you got to deal with these kids. You're not going to sit here and think that you run the house and you're going to do what you want to do when you want to do it. You're going to do it when I tell you you can do it. That's how that works. You know what I'm saying? You're the child. That's the parent. That's how that works. Like, they got to learn. They'll understand one day when they have their own children. Trust me, they'll definitely get it. Because I understood growing up, even though I don't have any kids, I definitely understood once I got a little older. You know what I'm saying? Being a teenager, you just want what you want. When you want it. You know what I'm saying? But you got to understand, like, your parent is not telling you no. She's just saying, give her some time. Give them some time. They'll give it to you when they give it to you, not when you want it at that moment. Um, she has to understand that. So anyway, moving on from that. Sonny. So I understand why Sonny don't like Franco. I totally get it, but he's the last person that should be sitting there calling somebody a SOB. First of all, Sonny, you've gotten away with so many murders, it ain't even funny. Like, you done capped so many people in cold blood. It's not even funny. So shut up. Like, you spent a whole 5 minutes in prison back in 2015. So shut up. That was 5 minutes you was in that prison. Please, you ain't suffered long enough. So hush up. But I understand his hatred of Franco. I get it. You justified in having it, but tone down that hypocrisy. So Robert basically had to let him and Lulu know about Dante. He got a lead on Dante. So Dante pretty much went rogue. He pretty much doing his own little operation. He doing his own thing. And he's in Turkey right now. So Sonny was basically upset because he's like, so him going rogue means he doesn't have no WSB protection, no backup. I said, well, I'm thinking to myself, like, well, that's pretty much what that means. I mean, when you go rogue, that means you on your own, brother. That was his choice. You know how Dante do when he undercover, because you remember when he was undercover in Sonny's organization, he pretty much went rogue. He didn't follow the script that NYPD and Ronnie gave him. He wanted to do his own little thing. And remember, he didn't really have no backup. So that's really not, different. What he's doing now is no different from what he did when he was undercover the first time. He has a history of going rogue. So, if you go rogue, that's just what it is. You ain't got no backup. You on your own, I mean, Robert and them gonna do whatever they can, but you gotta follow their script, follow their lead. I mean, these are experienced agents. You know what I'm saying? Like they know what they're doing. Not to say Dante don't know what he doing, but you've never dealt with people on that level. These are international criminals. You know what I'm saying? You've dealt with local criminals. There's a difference. International criminals are way worse and way different than local. Trust me. Local criminals have somewhat of a heart. You know what I'm saying? International, not so much. They trust me, they'll cut off your leg and mail it to your wife and mother, both legs. Your wife will get the right one, your mother will get the left one. That's how they play. So follow the rules. Anyway, moving on from that. Ryan. Ryan asked Ava Jerome to marry him. I said this mother he asked Ava to be his wife. I said, hell to the no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Mm-mm. And the whole time they was carting Franco off, he was sitting there with this Kool-Aid smile on his face. Ava looking at him like, what the fuck is you smiling about? He didn't care. He was sitting there with that Kool-Aid smile. He like cheesing like a damn Cheshire cat. I said, this son of a bitch here. I swear. I'm going to miss Ryan. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm going to miss him. He is funny as hell. He brings the comedy. He brings the crazy. Um, but even Ava don't believe Franco did this. She still don't believe it. She knows, she got a feeling he lying. So he's sitting there asking her to marry him, and Ava said yes. I said, oh, hell no. Let me tell you something. When she finds out the truth that she's now officially engaged to the person who murdered her daughter, there is not going to be any rock that there's going to be no rock, no alley, no blanket. There's going to be nowhere for Ryan to hide when she gets that gun. Because I'm telling you that she's going to kill this man. I'm telling you. When she finds out the truth, all hell is going to break loose. There is going to be some smoke in that city. I'm telling you. Ain't no way. Ava is going to go batshit crazy on this man. I'm telling you. He going to have so many holes up in his ass. You going to think he was on a golf course. I'm telling you. It's going to be rat-a-tat-tat for his ass. I'm telling you. Simple as that. She going to get him. She gonna hurt him. I believe she gonna torture him before she kill him, but she gonna hurt him. Because you remember that episode where he kind of got hostile at her a little bit and he grabbed her arm. Did you see the way she looked at him when he did that? You saw the bitch coming out of her. I'm telling you, Ava's not to be played with. I'm telling you, that's why I love Ava. She has her vulnerabilities, but the moment you get a little aggressive or hostile with her, you're gonna see the bitch come out of her. And that's what you don't want. You don't want the bitch to come out, because when that comes out, that's your ass. I'm telling you. She will go medieval on you, I'm telling you. So anyway, moving on, Harmony. So Harmony pays Shiloh a little visit to basically warn him about Jason and the situation that they're in. She's basically worried about her and the rest of their followers. She's worried about self-preservation, basically. She's worried about, okay, if Shiloh goes down, what's going to happen to the rest of us? Are we going down with you? She trying to protect herself. And she basically said the same thing I've been saying. His cockiness and his arrogance will be his downfall. Did I not say that a few episodes ago? I'm telling you. When you're arrogant, you're setting yourself up for failure. I'm telling you, because as soon as you get arrogant and cocky, you're going to slip up and make a big mistake. And that's going to be your ass. So Jason and Sam pretty much figured out that he got people taking a fall for him. Like, he's committing crimes and doing stuff, but he got people like Daisy and them that's willing to take the fall. See, that's like drug dealers and stuff that get caught, with drugs on the table. They got their little loyal, employees that sit there and take the rap for them so that way they don't go to jail. That's pretty much what he's doing. He got these people brainwashed to do what he wants them to do, not knowing and making them think that it was their idea to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got them all brainwashed. But Sam is, claiming that she still know how to handle herself. But Jason was like, I don't care. Jason was like, I'm putting GPS in your phone. And he said, I'm going to be following you because I don't trust him. He's dangerous. And he's a bigger threat than what we first imagined, than what we first thought. So all hell is gonna break loose with this. I'm telling you, like somebody gonna get hurt. I don't know how long it's gonna take for this storyline to wrap up, but it looked like it's heightening up so far. Um, but Sam better watch her back. Sam definitely better watch her back. Anyway, this was a I forgot all about Anna and Dr. Cabot and all of them. So basically, it's a whole twin thing or whatever. That's how the poison is happening. It's a whole twin situation. This is like my least favorite storyline right now because I need to see more of it. We only get snippets of it, so I'm not all that invested in this right now. But anyway, hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see you all later. Have a great day. Peace.